Hey there mums and dads, it's very easy for our teens to think that earning a higher income is the key to becoming wealthy. But the reality is, unless we learn to manage our money first, a higher income is never going to help. In fact, it can get us into a really difficult situation if we're not careful. Hey there mums and dads, welcome to day 23 of my 366-day journey to teach my kids everything they need to know about money. And today I'm going to be sharing with my kids why earning a higher income is not always, in fact more often than not, it's not the answer to getting ahead financially. First and foremost, we need to be able to manage our money. So here's a letter I wrote to my kids. Hey kids, a couple of weeks ago I met with Mel and Sean, a couple in their mid-40s with two teenagers who were looking for some help to get on top of their finances. Between them they earned a lot of money, but they had nothing to show for it. No money in the bank, no home, no investments. All they had was a lot of personal debt. Understandably, they were sick of struggling and just wanted to see some results for their hard work and sacrifice. Now, in their situation, there was a huge sacrifice involved because Sean, for the last 5 years, had been a fly-in, fly-out worker. So if you remember when we visited Granny and Grandad a few years ago over in Dampier in Western Australia, there are a lot of miners that used to fly in, they'd work really hard, flat out for 2 weeks, and then they'd fly home for a week, and then they'd do it all over again. So the pay that Sean's getting is really, really good, but it means he only gets to see his family 3 days every 3 weeks. 3 days every 3 weeks. He had taken the job to get ahead financially, but as their income had increased, so had their lifestyle. They rented a nicer house, they bought more expensive cars, they took more expensive holidays, and when Sean was home, they really lived it up together, which you can sort of understand when it's only 3 days every 3 weeks. And 5 years later, they were no better off. In fact, they were worse off. Even if they wanted to, they could not afford for Sean to come home and leave his fly-in, fly-out work because he couldn't find a job that pays him enough income to carry on paying for all his debts and all the expenses they have associated with the bigger house and the bigger cars and all those sorts of things. So he is trapped in a job that he doesn't particularly enjoy and that keeps him away from his family because he now needs to continue earning that level of income. It is a horrible situation to be in, and yet one that I see all the time. People trap themselves in jobs and life circumstances that make them miserable because they've committed themselves to so much debt and so many lifestyle expenses. Now kids, I never want you to be in this situation. Everything that I'm teaching you is designed to ensure that you are the ones mastering your money, so you can be free and flexible to follow the path that God has laid out for you. It's a simple plan, kids. Live within your means, save a portion of every dollar you earn, and invest wisely. Love, Dad. So there we go, mums and dads. I'm sure we all know someone who's got themselves, maybe it's us. We've got ourselves into a situation where earning the higher income has meant that we've increased our expenses, and now we're in a situation where we can't actually afford to take a lower paying job, even if it means less stress, even if it means more time with the family. We are trapped doing a job at a higher level because we need the income. That's not the way to live our lives, and that's why we're teaching our kids to manage their money so they don't need to go through this. So here are 4 really key points. Without a budget, earning more money will only lead to a more expensive lifestyle. I'm sure we can all relate to that. It is very easy to get trapped in a job or a lifestyle that you hate if you don't manage your money well. And taking on debt can easily rob you of life's options. So in this case, Sean is stuck. He doesn't have any choice. He's got to keep doing that job. He's got to keep living away from home, which they really do not enjoy. And a last point, live within your means, save a portion of every dollar you earn, and invest wisely. There we go. Very simple, mums and dads. I'm hoping that's making sense. Please, I can't encourage you enough. Teach your kids these basics. Take these letters that I'm sharing with you and share them with your kids. Talk to your kids. Use real life examples so they can understand how it relates to them. And to continue following my journey as I teach my kids everything they need to know about money over the next 12 months, please click on the subscribe button, my left, your right, click on that button, and together we can teach our kids everything they need to know about money so they can live their lives, pursue their dreams, free of money worries.